Hey guys, welcome back. On today's video, we are doing video 2 of breaking in the Texas smoking. I'll be smoking full spare ribs, so let's get to it. Alrighty guys, you can see we had a snowstorm come through. We're gonna go ahead and get the smoking ready. Clean out some of that ash from our last smoke. Leave some of that charcoal in there so we can use that. We're smoking today, even in the snow. We're gonna go ahead and get our wood here, get some of the dry one that's under the snow, and get this smoker going. Let's get to it. Alrighty guys, you can see a lot of that snow is now melted off the Texas smoking. We're only about 250 in there right now. Got a pretty big fire going. So we can start breaking down some of that wood, turning it into coal. Nice coal bed. And then we're gonna use that coal bed and add new logs on top. So I'm gonna go inside to get the ribs ready while this continues to build a good coal bed. Good color, good heat. Alright guys, let's go. Alrighty guys, I picked up these spare ribs at the local Sam's Club. I like to get them there because they already trim the breastbone off for you. And so that saves a little bit of money in the sense of you're not gonna pay for that poundage and then throw it away. Check out some of that fat, especially up here. I like that. So breastbone is off. A little bigger and better quality meat in my opinion. We're gonna go ahead and trim these guys up, guys. My son requested these spare ribs as they are his favorite protein in barbecue. We already did video 1 where we did chicken drumsticks. Video 2 should be a bigger piece of meat. And I think a good in between is pork spare ribs. As you guys know, we are doing a series of videos of breaking in the Texas smoking, guys. So for this one, it's not so much like a how-to, but more of like showing you kind of behind the scenes as we do this cook, guys. Going pretty heavy on this trim. Good fat in the back here. I'm liking the shape of this rib here, how it's turning. So let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, I'm going to spritz these a little bit with water to help that rub adhere better. So guys, I'm going to do a thin layer of 16 mesh black pepper. Not too much. My son does not like black pepper that much, so I told him I would go a little light this time on the pepper. He asked for more salt. There's pepper. I personally like more salt, but I like the Redmond kosher salt instead of the Lowry seasoned salt. I like the seasoned salt, but some of that paprika I'm not a big fan of. It's just kind of like a bitter spice, so I'm like heavy salt. And of course, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna Clorox wipe everything, including my spice bottles. We'll go back one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys sit here for about 10 minutes. It's a cold winter day, so it's pretty cold out here. We're gonna let these absorb some of that seasoning, some of that salt. And then we're gonna go ahead and get them on the smoker and try to smoke them for about 5 hours at 250 degrees. When I started the fire, the thing said 250. It was a pretty big fire. There was about 3 medium-sized logs and like 4 tiny ones and a good coal bed. So I'm hopeful that I have a good coal bed now, and I'll put about 16-inch logs, but thinner, probably a little thinner than my knuckle here. But basically, so they can catch a little faster and try and maintain a good steady heat with the door closed fully opened, and then the stack I have halfway. I have on the middle slot. Just because it's so cold out here, I want some of that heat to not just escape really fast, but kind of stay in there and then make its way out. So we're gonna try that, guys. This is our second smoke on the Texas Smoke King. It's way different than my other smoker, than Los Customs. So it's been a learning curve, you know, but at the same time, it's been fun. I wish Mo was here. This is his smoker. He's letting me borrow it. Anyways, guys, these ribs are nice and seasoned. We are gonna get them on the smoker here soon. So let's get to it. All right, guys, I've got both racks here. They are about to go on the smoker here. I'm gonna put them a little on the front side, just because it's my second time using the smoker. I don't want them to get super hot, even though we did the biscuit test. And even 1 inch away from the smokestack, from the firebox, only one of them barely got burnt. But I'm gonna try them halfway here, guys. The half, and you could say like 3/4. That's where I'm gonna try them, guys. I've got a good coal bed here, guys. I'm kind of moving my coal bed to the back a little bit, not so much to the front, but over here to the back, so that way as air comes in, it has time to like kind of warm up before it goes up there, and not like basically, you know, use up all my coal because it's getting so cold. So I'm hopeful. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna close it just so it doesn't get too cold. Let's go get some wood, guys. I put my set of next logs right there, as that firebox is nice and warm. Start getting them warm and a little dry, guys. Alrighty, guys, I'll be back out here in like 30 minutes to put another set of logs and get this cook going, guys. Let's go.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, guys, after 25 minutes, the temps have unfortunately dropped to like 190. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the smoker, check what is going on in here. Maybe they just burned. Nope, they just didn't catch good. That was one of my fears, is they would kind of not catch good and then sit there. And that's exactly what happened here, guys. The sun is out and it's kind of warm out here, so now everything is on melting mode. Okay, of course, now it catches the moment I come out, guys. I'm gonna fan it really good, so hopefully it doesn't die on us again. Look at that, guys. Come out here, flip them a little bit, and then it's like, oh, we're actually lit. You don't need to light us up, we're actually lit. Kind of annoying on that part. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna let this go for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna come out and check it, make sure those logs actually caught this time. That's been an issue with the smoker, guys, is the logs not catching as good as they catch on my other smoker. This other smoker I do have. I have the brick lining up and my coal bed in the middle, so there's good airflow. With the other one, there's not really room to put like brick on it, so you just have to do your logs sideways, so as they melt, as they burn, they drop and then they get really close to the charcoal. So let's hope that the temp is going up, guys. I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes and check it out. Alrighty, guys, heck yeah, finally back at 250. I'm gonna give them a quick little check here. Oh yes, good color so far. So I need to add some more wood here, guys, because these ones have already turned into charcoal. It's crazy how sometimes all you need is like a little movement and they just like rip. That one caught so good. I'm gonna go for my next one. I'm gonna go with this apple here. Again, I'm gonna put this guy right here to let him start getting nice and warm. Close that door. Set my timer to come back out in about 25 minutes. Alrighty, guys, well, you can see we've got the Texas Smoke King smoker going. It was a snowy day, but now it's sunny. The snow is melting. Perfect, beautiful day to get some ribs on the smoker. I'm gonna try them out today. Again, we did a little more salt, way less pepper. That's how my son likes them. So we'll be having them for dinner tonight. So let's keep smoking, guys. I'm gonna come back in 30 minutes and see how the smoker handled that log in there. Again, I put one right on the door so it can get really warm, really dry. And then once the current one is on top of the coals, I'll break that one down into coals and then slide the apple one right into where the coals are, and it should be a quick catch. So let's keep going. Alrighty guys, let's check our temp. Unfortunately, it has dropped again to 175. I was only inside for 30 minutes and we are all the way back to 175. No bueno. This is gonna make that cook go a lot longer than anticipated, but I'm hopeful this wood here will catch soon. Alright guys, so to me that looks pretty caught. I'm adding a bigger log with 3 smaller ones. I'm hoping the smaller ones will catch as that big one continues to get a good catch on the smoke too. You can definitely tell the non-insulated firebox makes a big difference, especially in a winter day like today. Alright guys, that's caught. Let's go ahead and close this door here. I'm gonna check this rib here. Pretty good color so far. Let's go ahead and close it and let it keep on smoking, guys. I'm gonna come back out in like 8 minutes and make sure that those logs did catch, because the last thing I want is to be cooking here for like 7 hours. Alrighty guys, so we are at about 225, so a little lower than ideal. I want 250. Let's check our fire here. 225 with those 3 small logs. The 3 of them have already caught really good. The other one hasn't, so I'm gonna flip it here. So yeah, we've got that there. Whew, that is hot, hot, hot. Pretty good fire there. Kind of surprised that with this amount of fire it was still at 225. I'm gonna go ahead and throw another one on top. Let's add this big oak so the big oak can start catching. I'm gonna put this guy seriously all the way in the back here so he can get hot, and then we'll move him to the back. Let's see if that made a difference up here. It went up a few degrees, but not much. Let's keep watching it, guys. We're about 2 hours into this cook, but the temps have been pretty low, so we're gonna have to probably do a longer cook, but it's okay, we still got time, guys. I'm gonna show you the ribs in here real quick. Pretty good color, look at that. Good red. Combination of oak, apple, and cherry. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz them. This one's looking a little dry on top, but good flow, good airflow right here, as you can see, guys. Close the door here. There you go. Alrighty guys, we're about 2 hours into this cook. The smoker's now at 250. That's the temp I want right now. As it gets closer, I'll probably bump it up to 275, 300. But the smoker is doing really well as far as like keeping the heat inside the smoker. There's not a lot of gaps. There's not a lot of like airflow escaping. The door's pretty nice where it stays shut. Good amount of room for that to get enough oxygen in there. I'm gonna crack it up a little bit more. Maybe that's why the smoke was smoldering earlier. But again, I have the smokestack half open or half shut, whatever you want to call it. We're smoking, going along. I'm gonna come back out in about 30 minutes and add a couple more logs. You'll see in the time lapse, I did split more of that wood in half so it can catch faster and hopefully not smolder out. So let's keep going.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, we're back. We're back down to 175 with 2 logs in there. Kind of not so cool that it keeps dropping that dramatically. It keeps dropping about 75 degrees in less than 30 minutes, guys. That one didn't catch yet. I left that one there so it can get dry. But in here, that just turned into coal bed. I am going through wood a lot faster than I do on my other smoker. I wonder if the non-insulated firebox has anything to do with that. And the cold weather. It has warmed up, the sun came out. But yeah, I think that non-insulated firebox is just letting that cold get that wood done faster. I'm gonna put some of this cherry in here. That should warm it back up pretty fast. That's quite a bit of wood in there. Climbing back up. Alrighty guys, come back in about 10 minutes to check it and see if that did climb up. Let's go. One thing that's not so cool about the door, and I just totally spaced it, but I opened it, and so when it swung open, and then by the time I put it back, those things kind of shifted a little bit, and as I was walking away I noticed they were closed like that. So one thing to consider is make sure you double check those gaps, those openings, so you can get good airflow, good clean smoke. Let me check these guys real quick. Got pretty good smoke there guys, so you can see there, pretty good color on them ribs. I'm gonna spritz them up real quick. Alrighty guys, a lot of the snow has melted. We're gonna come check these ribs. They're going about 4 hours now, and the temp is holding steady at 250 guys. So looks like we're gonna have to use a lot more wood in this weather with this smoker, non-insulated firebox. Beautiful draw though, check out that draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and come out here and check it, add more wood, build me a good coal bed with the wood that's currently in there, and then add some nice thinner logs to this smoker. I'm also going to be temping the ribs because they're almost at 4 hours now, and I'm hoping to be done with them in this new smoker by the 5th hour. Hoping that the efficiency of the draw of this smoker can help me basically get my cooks done on time. I am a little worried because that temp lowered on me twice or 3 times, I don't remember how many now, but let's check them out guys. Alrighty guys, we're gonna open up this guy here, steady at 250. Beautiful coal bed. All of this coal bed here guys. We're gonna shift around. Oh yeah, you can hear that. As soon as the oxygen hits it, it lights right up guys. We're gonna add about two to three medium logs like this guy for sure, and then add some cherry. Little piece of apple here. Trying to get some airflow, but for that I'm probably gonna put this guy up above. That looks pretty good there. Close up the door here, make sure, double check that these guys remain fully open. Alrighty guys, my neighbor's backing up a work truck. Hopefully you can still hear me. Beautiful color on these ribs. I'm gonna temp them here in the middle. 126, 130. And 140. So yeah, they're still pretty low. We still have about at least 40 degrees to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get them moved a little closer guys. I'm also gonna lower, you can't quite see here, but I'm gonna lower that deflector there, so instead of going up, make it more across. So let me get some gloves real quick. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna lower that deflector here, see if that helps get them a little faster. I'm gonna move this rack forward too, like so. Alrighty guys, we're gonna keep smoking them. I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes, check the fire, add more wood. Let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so just some quick observations from this cook so far. Without that insulated firebox, I am having to use a lot more wood than my other smoker, where I can come out and put one log across, and it has plenty of clearance with those concrete blocks I added, basically for airflow. With this one, the logs have to be really long across, and then sometimes since there's nothing to like stop it, like as the coal bed goes down, the wood goes down, then there's not enough airflow for that log to catch. So basically I'm using longer logs, skinnier logs, so if they do go down to the coals, they're so thin that they will catch, not like thicker logs that even with that much airflow, they will catch just because of how much airflow and heat and oxygen it has in there. So that's just one observation we've made so far, guys. I put the deflector down, so hopefully that can give more heat across the grate to the ribs. We've been going for almost 4 hours now, and they are still at 140. So I need these guys at least to like 190 to 200 degrees. So we are about 60 degrees to go. The temp did get down on me twice, so that has a lot to do with it too. In my head, I thought it was just going to be kind of like the old smoker I had, where I kind of have it every 30 minutes. I come out, add a medium-sized log, go back in. This one I'm having to do 2 to 3 small medium logs, and sometimes that's not enough. So more wood and shorter time too. It's climbing back up. It's at 200. I did leave the door open for about a minute there. Let me check here. I might add. Yeah, so again, this guy is smoldering. They're too close to the coals. Let's add this guy across. We've got 4 little skinny logs in there now. Basically the equivalent of like 2 medium ones in there. I'm hoping that that will get my temps back up where I need them, 250, 275, so I can finish this cook, guys. It is giving me beautiful color, and not as much of the air is leaking out. You can see some here. I mean, you're not gonna get like a perfect seal, but this is way better. I've had some wind come through here, and the fire still goes. The stack is still pulling. So overall, an awesome smoker, super cool. Let's go ahead and get you showing that stack. I love the draw on this smoker. Super good even with these winds. Again, there are some of those gaps there, but overall it's actually really good compared to other smokers, including my old one. The smoke kind of die out here. Yeah, it did. Again, another example of the logs smoldering after they were caught. I had a good fire going, close the door, and then they stop. That has happened on me a couple times now, I think 3 to 4 now. And so that makes it where the temps don't go up, because these logs are just smoldering instead of burning. It's gonna take me a while to get used to this new firebox design. Alright guys, okay, those are big flames right there. I mean, they're going down now, but if I come back out and it's still smoldering, I'm gonna be kind of upset. But that should be caught good, guys. I'll be back out here in about 30 minutes and check on this smoke. Alrighty guys, beautiful sunny day still. I'm gonna go check the smoker. It's been 30 minutes since I came out. The stack is flowing nice and steady, so I'm hopeful that we've got good temps. Like 230, 225, so not too bad considering it was 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check the charcoal here. Alrighty guys, so looks like some of these logs are still in pretty good shape here. That one broke down a little bit. As soon as that oxygen hits it, it just lights right up. So the door, I wish it had like grooves, you know, like mine does, or other smokers do, because then you could leave that door a little cracked. Because this one seemed to, as soon as they got oxygen, a lot more oxygen, they lit up fast. And I can just feel so much heat right here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close these guys. Alrighty guys, hoping that will still keep going. Immediately climbed up as soon as that oxygen hit it, guys. So I'm gonna temp these ribs and see where they're at, see how far we still have to go. Great color, guys. 140, 160 there, 150, 140. So wow, still 140. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my glove again, rotate it here, guys. I'm gonna move them this way so I can try to get them closer to the fire. Give them a little spritz there. Great color so far, beautiful smoke draw. Let's go ahead and keep smoking, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more firewood ready for the next couple rounds here. Guys, I got my aprons back from my sister-in-law, who was kind enough to sew them up for me. I got the Charlie Crockett, all the Patagonia ones that those people at the Salt Lake City Patagonia store gave to me. Super awesome. I walked in there and one of the ladies said, "Hey, what's your name again? Can you remind me your name? You look familiar." And I was like, "Yeah, I come in here all the time." So I said, "Sergio." Like, "Oh yeah, you're the one with the patches." And as soon as she said that, she like pulled her hand out and had like a stack that big of patches and stickers. And I was just like floored, because immediately I knew what they were, because I could see like a wide selection of them. It wasn't just like the Utah one, this one, so it was a bunch of them. And she's like, "Hey, I messaged a bunch of our Patagonia stores and asked if people wanted to send you some, and here's what I got." So it was like Hawaii, Nashville, Chicago, California. I'm blanking on them, but anyways, so I have 3 Patagonia aprons. You'll see them in the videos, but big shout out to the Patagonia Salt Lake City outlet store here in Utah for hooking it up, making my passion for Patagonia and the patches on my aprons even further. So let's go ahead and get this split up, guys, so we can use them. This is some nice maple here, guys. That's probably thick enough. It shouldn't take a while to catch. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we're about 275 now, so that's really good because I want to get these ribs done ASAP. We're almost at 5 hours and they are still 40 degrees away from being done. So just some learning curve with this new smoker and the non-insulated firebox. Wind today letting me lose control of the temps. So yeah, that's technically on me. I guess I was just used to my old smoker with the insulated firebox, elevated side brick that has more airflow, where this one, if the wood gets smoldered out, basically the smoke goes out, the fire goes out, I mean. And then another thing I noticed is when I close that door, the turning things will eventually just like close again on their own. So that's a big design thing that I don't personally like. So we're gonna keep smoking, guys. Let's get to it. Alrighty, guys, it's been 35 minutes. I accidentally left them too long. They're at 200 degrees now. So again, temps dropped significantly, 50 degrees since I last came out here 35 minutes ago. Not ideal, but sometimes I have things to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and, very smoky there, smoldering. I'm gonna use some of my favorite wood here, the maple. Can't really see in there right now. Add some of this oak, can't see, and some of this apple. Alrighty, guys, those charcoals in the back are starting pretty good. I'm trying to get these lined up. So yeah, it's kind of funny, a mix of all 3 in there, guys, all at once. So yeah, I'm not liking how much wood I have to use on this guy. Definitely have to check every time I close the door that the little things don't close, because it's happened to me a couple times now. Oh, the maple. I had missed that smell. This time they didn't move as much. I'm gonna go ahead and temp these ribs, guys. Beautiful. They look way beautiful. 167 there. 150. 160, 158. 165. 154. 158. So yeah, guys, it only went up about 20 degrees at most. I'm gonna go ahead and let them keep cooking here. Spritz them a little bit. But yeah, they definitely won't be done by the 5-hour mark. It'll take a little longer, but it's all good. That's what I gave myself plenty of time. I am gonna flip them, so whatever was facing that way will now face that way, so they can try to evenly cook a little better. Alrighty, guys, the smoker is going. Oh heck yeah, 300 degrees, guys. That means these ribs were in there for a hot smoke, because it's been about 25 minutes and I just came out here to check them. So already, you guys probably can't see me that well, but I'm gonna go ahead and temp them, guys. The smoker's been rolling at 300. You can hear that fat sizzle. 166, 167 there, 160, 170, 167. Sheesh. Alrighty, guys. Well, these still need a few more. I am gonna rotate them real quick though. I'm gonna try and go this way. See if we can finish them faster, guys. 167-ish. So about 30 more degrees to go. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, so it's been over 6 hours now. The ribs are not done yet. They need about 30 degrees more at least, which is not ideal. I started them fairly early thinking they'd be done on time, but about total of like 4 times the heat dropped dramatically. I was at 250, and then when I would come out, it was at 175, 150, and so that just, you know, took a toll on the cook. But this is a good learning experience for me, guys. This video is for me just giving my honest opinion on using it and learning how to use it. So my bad on, you know, not checking that the door slots were not fully open when I closed it again. And then my bad too for basically not being as on top of the fire as I should have been. I think I depended for the past, you know, year and a half on my old smoker and how that one goes, and each smoker is different. And so it's a learning curve. I'm kind of glad I'm doing it, but then I'm not glad that I'm, you know, kind of like running behind on schedule because we have family things and so forth. But overall, the draw on this smoker is amazing. It is true craftsmanship. It's rolling good. I'm cranking it up real hot right now because I want to eat sooner than later. And also, you know, we still have to let these ribs rest in the glaze that I made. Today I made the Bar-A-BBQ barbecue rib glaze that you can purchase on their website. It's only $5. I recommend you go and get it. I'll put the link in the description, but basically you can go and buy the glaze, make it yourself at home. I made it this morning, guys. I'm really looking forward to, once these ribs hit that 190, I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna let them rest in that glaze in foil. So I'm really pumped to try that out and see, you know, Bar-A-BBQ. I haven't not visited them yet, but they look like they can make amazing barbecue, and so I definitely want to try their glaze. So let's keep smoking, guys. I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes and temp these ribs, hopefully with that hot temp that I just cranked up. There's a big coal bed in there, and I added some more wood. I hope that that will help me finish these faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the fire that I've got built in there, and the temperature is about 300 right now, so pretty hot, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Whoa, massive coal bed in there, guys, with a nice oak log and cherry on the back. Remember to leave those open. So yeah, we've got this thing cooking. It's about 300 degrees, guys. All right, guys, I'm glad I came out now because technically I still had 8 more minutes, but my temp's already at 250. And so if I would have come out 8 minutes later, it would have dropped again all the way to 200. So I'm gonna go ahead and check this fire, get another ripping fire going. Before I do that, with my Thermapen, I'm gonna temp these ribs. They're getting a lot darker, and they've been running some fat, hot heat. 180, right in the middle, 160, 165, 170, 179. So yeah, they're still not quite ready. 10-20 degrees off. I'm doing all sorts of rotating here, guys, because the front was getting done way faster than the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and rotate these guys. I'm gonna come back in 25 minutes, check them, wrap them hopefully by then, and then we'll let them rest, and then we're gonna enjoy them for dinner, guys. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these ribs out. I went hot and fast. They are running at 350 right now, so hopefully they are nice and done. They should be very tender. I got that rib glaze that I made, like I told you. I bought it from Bar-A-BBQ.com. I made it this morning. I'm really excited to try it on these ribs. It's heavy on the honey, and that's how I like it. So let's get these ribs out, guys. 190, 203, yep. 195, 203, guys. These ribs are definitely done. We're gonna take them out. Check that out, guys. Oh, you see all that fat? Alrighty, guys. Gonna go a little heavy on that glaze. Oh yeah. 1, 2. I'm gonna let these guys rest, guys. I'll bring you back later tonight when I cut into them. But for now, they are going to rest. Rack 1, guys, is done. We're gonna let it rest on that glaze, like so. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, after a long day of smoking, a lot of trial and error on the Texas smoking on my end, not managing that fire as I should have been, not being on top of it, but they're finally done. I had to raise the temperature at the end, hot and fast, but the ribs temped good. They had a great bend. All that fat on the top was oozing out, so good render fat. I'm gonna go ahead and let these guys rest here on the counter for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna throw them on the food warmer, and I'm gonna eat them after soccer practice. I wish you could be here to taste them, but I'll taste them for you. Awesome turnout for video 2, smoking on the Texas smoking. First video was the chicken lollipops, then we're moving up to the spare ribs. So thank you for watching. You'll see me eating them later today. Alrighty, guys, I am finally back and hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and get these ribs opened up. They sat in the food warmer for about 2 hours with that glaze. Come check them out. They look beautiful and they smell way good. Look at that beauty. Good bend there. Again, this is the glaze from Bar-A-BBQ I purchased online. It was just $5, so I highly recommend you go to their website and get it. Definitely worth it for their knowledge of barbecue. Kind of cold here, guys. But nice pillowy there. Should we try it or what? That glaze is so good. I think it's way better than the half barbecue, half apple cider vinegar that I usually do. It's sweet, but savory, complex, like, wow. Wow. That glaze, guys, is worth way more than $5. It's so good. These ribs came out really good, guys. My past few ribs have come out a little tough, but this one, that perfect bite where you have to pull it off the bone, it's super good, guys. I'm gonna go inside, finish my dinner, guys. Video number 2, a success. Again, throughout the video I said it, but it was my bad for not watching that fire. It is a new smoker for me, the insulated firebox. In my opinion, it did make me use more firewood and thinner pieces, but overall, the draw on that smoker is insane. Beautiful color, beautiful rendered fat, great bark. I highly recommend that smoker, guys. Stay tuned. Video 3, we're gonna make the protein a little bit bigger. So, thank you for watching. See you next time.